Hello, 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 and high vibrations, and happy Tuesday to everyone, and a happy new moon. Yes, we are in the middle of a new moon that came in on the sign of Leo. So for all those Leos out there, you have a new moon that came in on August 4th, even though we are, you can say, the second day in the shadows behind it. But you know me, Meaningful Intuitive Guided Tarot here, always going to come back to bring you, my subscribers, viewers alike, anyone that comes in to kind of see what is up. What do the new moon, what is it going to bring us? By now, we all should know that new moons brings new starts, new beginnings, new ventures, new horizons, anything that is associated with new. Well, that is what the energy is behind a new moon. So with all that being said, if you are a Leo, regardless of your placement, sun, moon, or rising, this will be your exclusive new moon and Leo reading. So if you, let's just say you have a rising, even if your sun placement is not Leo, but you have a rising, like myself, I have a Leo rising, or you have a moon rising, right? And it's not your sun placement, then I would suggest that you look at the readings that will associate that with your rising sign. So if you have any other placements that Leo is in part of your chart, then I would advise you to look at the other readings pertaining to Leo as well, because maybe there might be a few messages pertaining to those readings associated with this reading, and maybe, you know, pertaining to that particular placement, that being Leo. All right, so that's just a side message. So anyway, everyone, welcome back. Like I said, this reading will be for those Leos who have sun, moon, or rising in their placement. And so with that being said, we're going to dive right in. I am going to start off, however, with a brief overview as to what this new moon in Leo is about. But with it, we also under a Mercury retrograde. I'm going to ahead of time say to please excuse my snarfles or any type of hiccup that I might have during this reading, and because I am going to blame it on Mercury retrograde, because we know that with retrogrades that there's miscommunication, there's problems with communications, right? There are also, you know, the electronic stuff, there's all sorts of things that can happen, right? But nonetheless, it's just things that we can be aware of, right? So I'm giving you guys a heads up, as probably some of you already know, if you look at other channels and other videos that are speaking about the Mercury retrograde that is at play at this time, but it's also associated with this new moon in Leo, which means that when doing your reading, I'm going to look at what the new is going to be for you, but also a slight warning, a heads up as to what to avoid pretty much, and what you should be kind of doing around this new moon of your sign. All right, so with that being said, let's jump right into what this new moon in Leo plus Mercury retrograde energy is about. Okay, so what is this new moon in Leo? What is it highlighting at this time or emphasizing at this time? So it's about passion and making dreams come true. Although this Leo new moon arrived on August 4th, we are, you can say, the second day shadow of it from that new moon on the 4th, that the messages, however, the messages that we will receive, all of us collectively, the messages that we receive behind this new moon phase, however, will be lasting 2 weeks, even beyond, up to 30 days. So you can say that for the whole of August, and with it, and with the Mercury retrograde, up until August 28th. So in other words, the Mercury retrograde will be active up until it goes direct on August 28th. And so at that point, you can say that things will kind of be able to slow down, and that the things that maybe you might want to a little bit hold back on, you know, signing like, you know, contracts. Now, it's not saying that you can't, just be a little bit more extra cautious. So if there are contracts that you are looking to sign at this time, right, just be careful, look at the small print, just kind of go over as much as possible and be very careful in terms of making decisions. That's really what it is. A lot of people, including myself, until you really understand the significance and just really what it means with a retrograde is it's not what it all seems to be, but there is just like a heads up. So when you're aware of it, when you know, it's that saying, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. And so that's what I will associate this retrograde about. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. So the more you know about it and so forth, but if it's something that you can hold back on, to just kind of delay it a little bit, then that would be good. All right. So with that being said, the signs, however, that will be strongly influenced as this Mercury retrograde moves between the zodiac signs that of Virgo and of Leo. But of course, all signs will get a touch of it in some way. But going back to what this new moon in Leo highlights is that we might let our passions, that we must let our passions out. Make bold moves to attain our goals in extreme ways. But in whatever you put your energy into, try to lead with your heart. Don't deny the way you think. Just roll with it. If there's anyone or anything you have been meaning to say to those that you care about, let them know how you feel during this new moon period. If the intention is kind, you should speak from your heart. Don't hold back, but to be brave and real. But overall, the vibes we exude with confidence and bravery will yield positivity, not only for ourselves, but from others. So, final words here pertaining to this new moon. Expand your horizons. New moons equal new heights, new beginnings. All right. So with that being said, let's get right into your reading, my Leos. And so like I said, that when it comes to this new moon, now I have pre-pulled the card from the Moonology deck because we are in fact under this energy of this new moon in your sign. And as you can see, that the focus and the highlight is confidence is key to success. All right. And so whatever it is that your cards is going to be showing you today, as I bring clarity to what it is and to what aspect of your life under this new moon that is showing you to be confident, that is going to yield success and positivity, it's also going to be that combining of the energy of the new moon and pertaining to a new start that is coming your way. All right. And so the two cards that have been pulled for you guys that have come out pertaining to the new moon or pertaining to the new start, you guys got the Ten of Swords along with the major arcana of the Star. Okay. I like this because what it says to me is, again, going back to the last words, coming down to that overview. Remember when I mentioned that overall, that the vibes that you exude with confidence and bravery will yield positivity, right? Not only for yourself, but from others. And this is what I see here, because I feel with the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords, first of all, deals with the mental suit. So it deals with the mind, thoughts, but also communication. And so if you have been dealing with people, whether it's family or friends, anyone that you may have felt might have not been kind to you, might have maybe said some unkind words to you in the past, and maybe you didn't let bygones be bygones, but you held some kind of a grudge, is what I was picking up, is that this might be the period of time that maybe now is to let bygones be bygones. Because when it comes to your dreams, hopes at this time, whenever there's a new moon, it emphasizes us to set intentions and to dream whatever it is that we want to bring into our reality. But when it is associated with the things that can kind of create some type of blockage to those dreams and aspirations, even if it's pertaining to people, there's a caution that we want to be very careful at this time, right? Now, if this hasn't happened already, this could be like a slight warning with the Mercury retrograde in effect as well, that it could be highlighting that for some of you Leos, you might want to take precaution as to what you say, right? Particularly to people. But if it's not what you say to them, it could be how you handle what people say to you, if that makes sense, right? So it's either going to be like a warning to you that maybe there might be someone or people that might come to you at this time that maybe you might not understand why they are saying what they are saying, or you might not understand why is it that it's being said to you. But on the flip side, it could be the words that you say to other people that might not come across very well. Now, because Mercury retrograde is in effect, already we know that communications can be an issue, miscommunications, all sorts of things that can go wrong. But sometimes when we are corresponding, whether by text, whether by phone, whatever form of communication that we find ourselves in at this time, my Leos, there's a sense that there could be a misconstruement, right? Certain words or certain messages can be misconstrued. And so maybe as a precaution from you, be very careful. Go back maybe and kind of like double check before you hit that send button. Maybe just look at your text message, look at your email, just kind of make sure that what you are sending is what you want to send, right? Because if you don't double check it before you send it out, the person that you are sending a message to might not understand, or they might feel a certain way about what it is, right? And then now you have to go back and kind of correct it in the best way you can. So I hope all of that makes sense, and that is what I see here. So how is it associated with the new? It's because on the other side of things, if this is not where you are receiving and feeling a certain way about people backstabbing you or saying things to you, it can simply also mean how we perceive ourselves during this time, right? And it's almost like how is our vibes? How is our mindset? Because remember I mentioned that the swords deal with the mindset. Sometimes we can be our own enemies. Sometimes we can cause our own blockages and our delay in our blessings. Because what I see here, you guys definitely are open and will be receiving blessings sometime during this month of August and even beyond. This is what I truly see. And how do I know that? It's because you guys got the Ace of Cups that came out. The Ace of Cups is that of blessings. So when going back to mentioning about the vibes that we send out, it's always going to come back to us. If we send out love, guess what happened? We're going to get back love. Even if we don't get love back from people, humans, the love that we get back from the universe, because this is our spirit team. This is our spirit, guys. This is the universe. It's coming from above. And there is no love greater than that of the one that we get from source, from spirit, right? And so when it comes to our vibrations, it's telling you guys that if you're not quite on the mindset or have that mindset of showing love and being of love, right, that we can hurt our own blessings, because clearly the Ace of Cups is showing that blessings are at hand for you guys, but you just gotta be able to have that mindset and that attitude. Remember in the overview I mentioned about how this new moon focuses on our passions and setting our dreams, and that's exactly what the major of the star is. It's connected to our hopes, our dreams. We could have many dreams, right? But if we don't have the right attitude and how we treat others as you would want them to treat, how you would want to be treated, that can kind of also come into this definition of what it means pertaining to the blessings that we might sometimes can hurt our blessings. But to understand that love is in fact the highest vibrational energy that we humans can have at this time. Love. So when you show love, you can get it back, right? And so that is overall what I see for you, Leos, at this time. This is not going to be a very long reading because it's very straightforward and to the point. But I feel that this month is going to be the focus on your attitude, your energy, and how you think. Think positive, because blessings is there for you to uphold. Don't stop yourself. Don't block yourself from the blessings. And if there are people in your circle, whether it's family or friends, that maybe things haven't been too great with them in a relationship with them, this could be the time that you can mend it, right? Even if you don't want to rehash that friendship with them, you can just let bygones be bygones, express love, because what you put out, you will get back 10 times. So it's, again, for emphasis, the idea is that you want to be able to be of love, and you'll receive that back tenfold. All right. And so once you do that, Spirit is saying the new start that is coming, it's going to open up more doors. So whether it's ourselves holding ourselves back, or how we treat others and what it is that we say, that can also interfere with our blessings. And we do not want that, right? We want all the blessings that the universe and our spirit team has for us, right? Because I'm pretty sure there might be some of you that could use a blessing, as many of us, right? But when it comes to blessings, although we may not know exactly what is in store, but we know and can have faith and just have that attitude. Can't stop, won't stop. And you know what? To roll with it, to go with it. And like I said, if there's anyone that we do need to kind of make amends to and to express ourselves, then this will be the time to utilize this new moon in which to do so. All right, my Leos, I hope all of that makes sense. We're going to close out with a final message from our spirit guides. I always like to incorporate the messages or the advice that our spirit guides would like us to know at this time. And the message that came out for you guys is this: count all your blessings, even the small ones. I'm going to stop here for a second. Even the blessings that we have that we might think is small, right? Even the small blessings, it prepares us. When we are grateful and thankful for the small ones, guess what happens? It opens doors for the bigger blessings, does it not? And it says, show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that has yet to come into it. Your best days are ahead, my Leos. So, with that being said, it says, your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? And I think that is an amazing thought to have, my Leos. So you got this. Continue rocking, continue going with the flow, keep exuding love, being on love, right? Because love, it's going to be a beautiful thing. And even when you are dealing with situations where maybe, it's not of love, just ignore it and just continue to be of love, right? That's the best advice that your spirit team and I am sending you as a message, to just be of love, because blessings is definitely in your future, and some of them will start to show starting from this month. All right, so I hope this was helpful. If it was, you know what to do. Send some love by hitting that thumbs button to give me a like, sending some fire to that thumbs button as well. You can come into the description box in the comment section, I should say, Mercury retrograde, and to share some feedback with me. But as well, if you haven't subscribed and you are just watching this as a viewer, hopefully that your viewership will turn into subscribing to this channel. All right, so until the next new moon phase, or next phase, which would be the moon phase, I'm wishing all of you guys a wonderful, a very passionate August. Keep those dreams alive, but at the same time, make sure that as you're manifesting those dreams, believe in those dreams so that you can see it into your reality. All right, until the next one, peace, love, and light. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.